It is the morning of Harvest Moon Regatta 2019. And what a morning it is. I've got like an hour before I have to be at the boat, so I'm gonna go get coffee. The mistake I made last year that I intend on not making this year is that I didn't drink any coffee. And sailing an overnight trip without coffee sucked. Alright, by anticipation, I anticipate I will be back Monday afternoon. Now I gotta walk over there to get to Got the first injury of the trip by slipping on the dock. Don't do that. Meet Outrageous, the Cal 39 that I raced on this year. We raced with a crew of 7 with a wide range of experience and abilities. So if you're not familiar with the Harvest Moon Regatta, it is a 150-mile offshore race from Galveston Island to Port Aransas. Lakewood Yacht Club puts it on every year around October, and this year we had over 135 boats racing in the regatta. Outrageous, the boat that I was on, raced in the PHRF Spinnaker class of boat. And if you'd like to see the final results or learn more about the regatta, click the link in the description. To get to the starting line at Pleasure Pier in Galveston, we had to sail from the club about 35 miles. This part of the journey gave us a chance to talk about our strategies that we would use, talk about safety and the upcoming weather, as well as take seasickness tablets and get comfortable down below. Down below we had quite spacious accommodations. We had a full galley, many berths for sleeping in, and plenty of food and water. As we exited the bay, we were escorted by a pod of dolphins. It was quite special. Our gun was around 2 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. We had about 18 knots of wind coming out of the south, which put us on a close reach for most of the race. The sea state was fair. We had about 2 to 3 foot waves for most of the evening and through the night. However, it did pick up a little bit later in the race. One of my favorite parts about this race is the first afternoon. We get an amazing sunset over the Gulf of Mexico. And we also get to see all of the different boats that entered the regatta and figure out who's fastest and who's not. Although we were passing a lot of boats that afternoon, we were also getting passed by quite a few. There were many high-performance racing yachts in the race this year that passed everyone very early on in the race. As the sun set, we began getting into our nighttime shift. We each took a 3-hour shift with 30 minutes at the helm for each person. Because we had a crew of 7, we split into teams of 3, with the first mate acting as our chef, taking care of us. I spent the evening very wet. I got splashed by a huge wave right after sunset and had to change into fresh clothes immediately. The sunrise over the Gulf is one of the most beautiful in my opinion. We were blessed to have a calm morning. However, there was a cold front coming in from the west that we had to be aware of. As the cold front built off in the distance, we had an opportunity to change the sails where the wind completely died, and we ended up drifting around for about an hour. When the front hit, it hit like a bomb. We went from 0 knots of wind all the way up to 35 knots. We took off pretty quickly, needless to say. We had a number 2 Genoa on the forestay, but we rolled it up almost immediately to get the boat under control. Some of the other boats in the race looked a little bit out of control with full sails up in that weather. One of the tactical errors we may have made was not reefing the main. Had we done that, we might have had better control of the boat and been able to have a partial jib out for the final 10 nautical miles of the race. As the weather moved in, a rain line came in and made it very difficult to see anything. But it eventually broke and we were able to see the other boats again. As the storm passed, we crossed the finish line very wet and tired and ready to go to bed. Reflecting on the race, I would definitely do it again. I think I'm drawn to this kind of challenge because it is a challenge. It pushes our bodies and minds to the limit and gives us a taste of the greater adventures out there. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.